Hey you guys, so today is Monday and I had expanded function lecture and then clinic 2 lecture, and that wasn't too bad. I only spent like 3 hours on campus, which I was pretty thrilled about. I didn't have to wake up so early in the morning. Well, I normally do, but when you have to, it's a different story. So I didn't have to wake up so early in the morning, but tomorrow I do. I have to be to class by at least 7:30. I'm radiology monitor tomorrow, so I won't be doing anything. That's like the most boringest thing to do. Even though you're not doing anything, it's just still pretty boring because I want to, be in the dental chair and doing cleanings and learning and just knocking out the requirements for clinic 2. But yeah, I spent like 3 weeks trying to figure out a game plan for clinic 2, and so far I already figured out my clinic patient, and I'm relying on my mom to get me some peds for sealants, because I think towards the end of June we start to do sealants. So I'm just gonna mainly use my clinic days on getting my I'm just gonna mainly use my clinic days to get pediatric sealants done. Pediatric and adolescents, I only need like 4 patients for that. So my son's coming in Thursday, and then towards the end I should have people for that. But today was pretty it was interesting but not interesting, Over the weekend I've been working on my perio lecture. We have lecture online. Well, it's like a hybrid course. So we have lecture online, and then we come to class and do group activities. So over the weekend I've been doing my lectures. So this week we had chapter 3, 4, and 5, and I did 3. And so I listened to the lecture, and so anything she reads off the slides, but anything that's I think is important, I'll write it in blue, and then I'll go through the book. I usually don't use the book, but I'm trying something different. I went through the book and I skimmed over the chapter to see if it matched the PowerPoint. Anything that didn't match, I would write it in, or I'll try and summarize it in my words, And so I would write that in green. And so I did that for each of the chapter, and this one was 109 slides, and this one took me the longest. And then the other 2 chapters, it wasn't really that bad. It's just stats and stuff. It's mainly stuff we had went over in intro to clinic, and it's a brief overview of the information. So it doesn't seem that bad. So I've just been studying, and then I went to Quizlet, y'all. So I went and searched up the chapter 3. I only searched up this chapter because the other 2 chapters are, straightforward. And so I could just read off of that slide and study that. But this one had a bit of information. So I found this Quizlet if you guys want to see, and it looks pretty good. I like this one. It took me it took me an hour to find some good ones, I like. So yeah, so it has pictures, they come directly from the book, which I like. And so I'm gonna study this and the PowerPoint that I just showed you guys, and the information in that. And then to quiz myself, I would use Quizlet. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for the rest of the night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Today it is Monday. Not Monday, Tuesday. It is Tuesday, and I just finished the first half of clinic, our first day of clinic. I'm the radiology monitor. Yeah, I'm the radiology monitor, and I'm exhausted. Like, I've been running around. It's only one radiology monitor. There's 18 of us. So think about it, like one of me trying to manage 18 people in their radiographs. I think there was like half the class I think did radiographs, if not maybe a little bit more, but it was a lot. I had to turn over rooms, set them up, get what they need, while also keeping in mind the list. Lord, it was so disorganized and a lot of work. Then I had to process phosphor plates. So yeah, I don't know, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm ready to go. That's the only part I don't like is being the monitors. I don't like that. I don't want to do it. I wish I didn't have to do it, but I had to. And I'm just ready to go. I don't want to do nothing. I'm ready to go. I'm tired. And I didn't get to drink no water, so I'm like dehydrated. I have a slight headache because I'm starving. And I think this morning I had a shake, but I be hungry, so I'm starving. So I made like a big salad, shrimp salad, and like a half container of watermelon. So I'm finna eat that. Then I gotta get back early to check people in. That's what I've been doing, checking people in. Oh my gosh, I'm ready to go. I'm tired. So I'll tell you guys later. Hey guys, so today is Thursday and I just finished clinic. I had like a pretty rough day, y'all. Did my injection competency and I ended up failing it. Like, I did everything right, but I forgot to recap the needle. Like, I was so freaking nervous, and now I have to find another patient to do this thing, competency, and it's gonna be really hard because I don't know who else I can practice on. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you have to get everything right on the first time because it's gonna be really hard for you to find a patient the next time, and that's what I am the most upset about. Of course, me not recapping the needle. Like, I had everything right and I forgot to recap the needle. Even when practicing, I've done it recapping, but I was just so nervous to do it. I don't know. And we only practiced on each other like what, one time? I don't know. I'm just over it. I don't know. I didn't have a good day. Like, I'm not feeling it. I don't know. Now I have to find somebody else, or just wait until somebody come in the clinic with like really bad build up. Oh my gosh, I'm so upset. I don't know. And then my son came in this morning and that was a mess. He's 4, but he could not sit still for nothing. I couldn't get radiographs. Like, I was super annoyed. Like, I really couldn't do nothing. It took too long to clean his mouth because he went to steal. And I don't know, I'm just like this type of person, like if my day starts out bad, then the rest of the day is gonna be bad. Like it doesn't matter like how. I try to be positive. Like the morning wasn't good, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go eat lunch and refresh, study for this competency, and then come back and I'll be good. You know, I freaking forgot to recap the needle. I try to think positive, but sometimes it just don't be working out. Sometimes like I'm thinking negative right now, like I'm over it. And then sometimes I feel like, since I'm like so quiet and I keep to myself, I don't know, sometimes I just feel like even though I shouldn't think like this, sometimes I feel like my stretches are waiting for me to fail. You know, I don't know, I shouldn't think like that, but like sometimes I just feel like I don't fit in, you know, like I have a lot of things going on, and I don't know, I just feel like I don't fit in. Like it is Friday, and this week hasn't, I don't know, maybe this week hasn't been the best. I think yesterday I was talking to you guys about how clinic went for me, and yeah, it was like my first day back and it didn't go according to plan. In the afternoon I did my competency. I just forgot to recap the needle, and I was so upset with myself because I'm just like, well, how could I have done that? How could I have not recap the needle? And I was asking my teacher, well, who can meet the requirements? And she was like, it's just based off of needs and who really needs it. So like anyone can't just ask for anesthesia. Like they have to have it based off of the state of their mouth. And I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be feeling out of place. Like I'm not like supposed to be there. I don't know, because like I did the competency and my teacher immediately went to go talk about me. Like, oh my gosh. And then like they don't make it so it's not known. Like they make it known that they're talking about you. And I even heard my teacher talk about another student Tuesday, and it was just like, well, dang, if they're talking about that student, I know they're talking about me. I've been really tired this week. Like, I get home by 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. And then sometimes 7. No, yeah, 6 o'clock. Yeah, lately it's been 6 o'clock. And I've just been so tired. I get home and I want to crash, but I really can't because I have to study. I want to study a little bit of something every day to make sure I get these straight A's. I really want straight A's, but I'm just so tired. Today, I'm going to edit this video and I'm going to try to post it by today, if not tomorrow. And then I am going to take the time to study. We have a quiz Wednesday for chapter 3, 4, and 5. And my teacher said it's mainly coming from the book because she actually wants us to read the book. So I've been not actually reading but skimming over. Like I really don't actually read the books, so I've been skimming over, and so I'll listen to the lecture and then write it. Whatever notes she has that isn't on the slide, I'll write it, and it lets me know that it's coming from the lecture recording. And then I'll go back through and take my book out and skim and write down any information that was not in the lecture slides. So majority of this information is literally mirrors the textbook. I don't want any tricks or anything. So if she says it's coming from the book, then I'm gonna go and skim the book and write down any information that is missing. So I'll write it in green. And honestly, it wasn't that much of a difference. Like, there's 109 slides, and it wasn't that much of a difference with the book. It was literally the same, and I just highlighted some important things that I may need to really focus on, because she said that the infrabony defects are for sure going to be on the quiz. So I wanted to make sure I know the difference between 2 wall and 3 wall. 1 wall is pretty easy. But I am going to be studying these 3 chapters over the weekend. And yeah, that is it. That is going to be my weekend. And then also, preparing myself for clinic.